Guys, welcome back to a brand new My Hero Academy video, and I have to say I am very much enjoying this game. It was quite a pleasant surprise actually, so I did a video, my first impressions on it. Now I've played this game, I think it came out last Thursday, and I've played this game for quite a while now, and I actually quite like how refreshing it is for a mobile game. Now, I'm not going to stand here and say that this has changed the world of mobile gaming. It hasn't. It's kind of the same gist as most mobile games, but it's just a little bit of like a fresh take on it. And I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of kind of beginner's tips that I've found. So I've been playing this game quite heavy over the weekend, mainly whilst doing other things, just kind of tapping through the story mode. And you'll see when I go into campaign, guys, that I've actually finished the main quest. Now, I haven't freestarred the last level yet. I just haven't tried it again. But there's 9 chapters and there's 22 battles in chapter 9. So, of course, after you've finished all the chapters, which you can do very quickly, I'm 100% sure they'll add more. I actually saw this game get bombed with 1-star reviews because people were getting annoyed. So, just chill out, like. Games always, it's a free-to-play mobile game, they'll add more eventually, but it doesn't particularly cap you because what you need to do is go into your characters and level them up with the URs anyway. So you can see I've got 4 URs. I'm only working on 3 at the moment here, and I've seen a lot of people say that this character right here is one of the most overpowered ones, so I haven't got into her and used her yet, but when I do, I will report back to you. So I kind of wanted to give you some of my beginner tips and some of the mistakes that I've made, and maybe you could avoid making them, and also comment down below things that you've found, guys. So, when you start the game, you obviously get a summon, and you can pick a character. You can do that first summon as many times as you possibly can, so it's worth recasting that until you get a couple of URs. Now, I didn't do that as a bit of a mistake, but I got very lucky with some summons. Now, I do have to say that the summon rate in this game is horrendous, but that's going to put me onto my second tip for you. So tip number 1 is make sure you re-roll that summon at the start, grab a couple of UR characters, and you'll be able to very easily just get to chapter 29 without even thinking about it. Then, when you're doing your recruits, now when this video comes out, some of you might not have this recruit here. This might not be here for you anymore, because this is obviously just the starting event one. It expires in 10 days. So it's something to keep in mind, but this video still applies the same. It's always worth trying to do as many summons in the same event as possible, because then you can use exchange tokens. So as you can see here, I was able to buy extra shards for the main character. Now, as soon as I unlocked her, unfortunately, I wasn't able to buy her again, which is a little bit of a shame, actually. So it's almost worth using the points to get her. Then you try and re-roll for her to get her extra shards. But that's just something for you there, that when you actually unlock the character, you can't go and then buy them again in the recruitment store. A little bit of a shame, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. So every time you do a summon, guys, you get exchange points, and then you can use those in the store. And again, what I'm going to suggest to you here is never do a one-time summon, because you're not guaranteed an SR. Now, a quick bit of advice to you here, as you can see that I saved up 10 of the tokens up here, guys, because I wanted to see if I could convert 10 of those into a 10-time summon. The answer to that is no. So there's no point of actually saving any of those. When you get them, use them. In a lot of games, you can actually exchange 10 summons for a 10-time summon, but not in this one. So when you get 10, jump in and just spam and just skip through, you know, as quickly as you can, and just get through all of it, you know, and see what you get. Annoyingly, you have to sit through this animation every time, but, you know, it's worth seeing what you can get. Okay, there we go. I got another UR character. Not complaining. Let's see if I can keep that luck up. For some reason, guys, I have found that I've been getting my UR characters from the one-time summons, but I still don't recommend you ever do one-time summons unless you have the the vouchers, guys, because then of course it doesn't really matter. You're not wasting anything, because you might as well do the SR plus guarantee. You know, that's one of the things that is vital, whether it be a memory or not. You're going to keep getting a lot of better stuff to keep dropping into your team, because ideally, guys, you do need 5 you want 5 UR memories and 5 UR characters to really maximize the damage of your team, because obviously you can have 2 sub characters. So it's always quite important when you think about it. Let's do the last 3, and then I'll give you a quick rundown on some of the mistakes I made with my character leveling up. So when I talk about the character leveling up, guys, there are so many different elements to actually level up characters on this game, which again I think is really quite refreshing. So I've got that guy so many times. I have really been enjoying the kind of vibe of this. And before I get onto my characters, guys, as you can see, as I've been summoning here, getting memories and things I've already got, they've been splitting off into these little tokens. So if you go onto your town and you go into the gear shop, what I cannot stress enough to everybody in here is that every single time you come onto here and you buy all of these, do that every single day. It literally costs no money, and you're going to be getting HP flakes, power protein, and speed jellies, which you can put onto your characters to increase all their stats a little bit. I mean, even if you don't buy the whole shop out, guys, make sure you buy these top 3 every single day. I cannot stress that enough. Cannot stress that enough for you. It's probably the best bit of advice I can give you. Then, of course, you can just spend all your tokens here. I don't need to go through these shops yet, but the best thing to spend on stars, guys, is obviously grabbing some of those characters that you've got, so you can upgrade them to like level 85 or just go up their route. So you can see that every character you own comes into the star shop, and you get the star tokens for just doing when you get a repeated character. So it's all pretty good. So it's nice and easy. And of course, when you're a new starter, guys, you're going to get the Awaken mission, so you can put a token on your team and be able to fly through loads of characters. Again, there's not a huge amount I need to go through there. It's very self-explanatory, the Awakening missions. Now, another important thing is that every hour you pop onto the game and click Collect All, you get some really cool stuff from your base. You can decorate your base. I haven't done it yet, but just coming on every hour to collect all is phenomenal. You're going to get some good supplies from that. Dispatching, this is vital, because you get a lot of stamina, and you also get a nice amount of skip tickets for doing this. As you can see, I got 48 and 80 stamina. So again, it's important that you do your summons there, guys. So in 4 minutes, that one returns as well, which is lovely. So it's important that you do that every day. It's important that you check your special missions every day and clear as many of these as you can. You've also got your daily missions where you can get stamina every day for logging in. Most of this stuff here is very obvious to the normal mobile gamer, guys, I would say. There's nothing here which is anything mental. But if I get into the characters here and do a bit of a breakdown on the characters, obviously I've just got this guy. I don't know what this guy's skills are. So have a look. Deals damage to a single opponent, deals damage to all opponents. Ooh. Also inflicts some of the damage dealt to character. That's strange. Deal to single enemy. Also increases plus gauge. He doesn't seem awful. He doesn't seem awful. But I didn't have a UR strength type, so I'm not whinging. I'm not whinging at all. So I like that. So now I've got a UR purple, green, and red, which is nice. Very nice. So, for example, guys, I'm going to jump into this character here, and I'm going to level her up and kind of give you a bit of the ropes on what's going on leveling up here. So, of course, each character gets a level 80, and you're going to have all of these XP potions here. So I think I can get her to 80 straight away, guys. So let's bring her up to level 80 like that. And now, these level up bars are one of the most important currencies in this game, because money, you get loads of it, doesn't matter. So every single day, this is probably the most important and obvious thing. Every single day you want to go into your level up quests, and you want to go into all 3 of these basically, and you want to push this to the highest mark you can possibly get to. So here, level 7, you want to 3-star that, so every single day you can max that out and raid without even thinking about it. That's one of the most important things you can do every day to take the supplies. So make sure you do that in all 3 of them. Now, we do have other modes which have some daily things. You've got your arena. Don't need to go into too much about that at the moment. I don't particularly have enough characters to form an amazing arena team. We've got the VE tower, which is just stupidly difficult at the moment for early players, so I'm not going to go into that. We've got the unfortunate adventure, so you get 3 raids, guys. Basically, just pick one that you've got your best character for. So, for example, my main UR character is the purple type. So when I go through that 3 times a day, it's a little bit easier. And it basically lasts forever until you clear these guys. So you can see up here, I used 1 try yesterday. Obviously, I've run out now, but that's how that works. So it's pretty cool in that sense, but that's how that works, guys. So, going back to my characters. So, now I've got her to level 80. The next kind of stage would obviously be setting the team. So I don't particularly want to put her over my fire guy at the moment because I use him for that mode that I play. But what I will do is I'll swap out the normal version of her. So let's get rid of her and put her in there, right? So that's done a good job there for the swap. She's on XE2, and I'll show you what that means in a sec. So of course what's important is that I put on a good memory for her as well. Now, when it comes to the memories, you can star memories up and everything like that, but it's quite difficult at the moment. But what you can do is make sure that these here are equipped to good characters, because what we've got here, increased character speed by 20% when equipped by a League of Villain character. Now, she isn't a League of Villain character, so that's a waste of an equipped. So what I need to do is go through these and try and find one, so that would buff her up. So her skill would be increased there with that one. So if you see what I mean, for the sake of it now, I'm just going to leave the UR one on, but I just wanted to note that to you guys. You need to make sure that you have that kind of equipped, ready to go. So for this one here, this one's nice because it doesn't have any negative effects depending on people's region, gender or class. So that's quite nice. So now we've got her up to level 80 and we've got a pretty decent level 80 mod on her. So what have I got next to do? Go into characters, go back into her here. And now what I need to do is focus on our ability board a little bit. So there's 2 ability boards in this game. One is just like a grind when you play the story mode. You just go in, you just raid levels, guys. It's not anything. It's quite a satisfying and quick process. I do have to give them that. And then you can just level up these as you go, guys. You know, nice and chill, nice and easy, leveling up your overall power. I quite like their approach to doing it. I think it works well and it's cool. And when you get to chapter 6 on their little thing, you can awaken them. Haven't done that yet, but when I do, I'll report back. And then you have the precise route. Now this route here is using their shards. So you have to either get them again in the drawer so their shards convert, or you just come in here and you buy them in this shop. So for example, where is she? If I was to come down here and buy, let's just grab 10 for her, right? Now what I can do is do a precise route up once. And that's going to be a big skill. They're always quite big skills. So this one here, just huge stat buff. This one here means I can get to level 85. So if you see what I mean, doing those ones sort of increase the character quite nicely. That's your biggest push to the overall stat. And then what we have is when we level up, we have the second option, which is the advanced level up. Now, when you put these on a character, they do this extra bit, and it just increases everything, basically. There's not much more I can go into for this, really, but that increases a little bit of everything, which is pretty good. And then we also have their skills, so you can have a look at those and understand a bit better of the character who you should be using them with. And then we have, if you go back, you can obviously level up and you have all these options. So each talent has a skill which you can unlock here. So for example, I'm just going to use this on these so I can show you, right? Increase character's skill impact by 20, that's pretty good, and increase max HP, that's pretty good. So ideally, guys, you really want to EX any UR card you get, because that's really going to be the best idea. Reduces plus ultra move damage to character by 15%, that's really good, and increases overall power. So again, all of these, you can see that now I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. All my UR memories have been broken with a bit of extra skill. So that's pretty good. And of course, what you can do as well is that you can limit break memories, as you can see here, and basically get it up another star to make it more powerful. That's literally it. It's quite an easy process. You either can use these tokens, or you need 4 of the same URs, which is obviously quite difficult. But there we go, guys. So we've got that. And then obviously you've got leveling up your memory. So then you've got your character level up, your ability board. Then you've got your other character. And what I recommend with this is that you kind of do it with obviously the main 3 characters that you're using. As you can see, I've done it here. I haven't gone into huge detail about worrying about changing it and updating it and doing different things. But you can see I got quite lucky with this one. Increase character's power by 10%, increase character's skill impact by 12, and increase the ultra gauge by 15% at the start of the battle. Very lucky. So the way that works is you just click on a character and it works the same process. You put a bit of gear on them like that and it pops in. And obviously then you need to just kind of hope that you get something good. But yeah, so I've rambled a little bit for you here, guys. But I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of the game, what you should be doing with the characters, what you should be doing in each mode. And I mean, more importantly, just enjoy the game, guys. I haven't had the need to pay for this game, and that to me is mad. Now, yes, I have spent £2. I'm going to be honest with you. I have never said that I'm free to play. I spent £2, and there's a reason I spent £2, and it was on this one here, £2.50, right? For the 7-day boost, so you can have 6 tries, and it just worked because we had double drops on. So basically what I was able to do from that mode, wherever it is here, not dispatch, there's one other thing. Well, the quests, this one here, guys, that's why it says campaign now on. That means there's an event on. So I was able to get double drops from all of these, and it just gave me a bit of an advantage to get all of these characters to a fantastic level. So as you can see, she's on max out, he's maxed out, he's maxed out, he's maxed out. I'll probably max out this character as well when I get to it, but there's no rush to do it really. But now I've got all these extra characters, so I've got a nice push on my team. So basically, guys, do your dispatch, do all your daily missions, get your free daily stamina, and then just grab a character that you like and raid up for them, and just keep doing that. And just make sure you get these characters to these brilliant levels, and you're just going to see everything in the game slowly fall into place. And yeah, that's one of the most important things. A bit of advice I can give you, kind of a bit of a breakdown of everything that's going on. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I'll see you, legends, in the next one. Comment down below what you think of the game. And yeah, let me know what your favourite character is. And I'll be bringing you random let's plays, tips, videos, guides on characters after I've got tucked in a little bit more with this game. But I'm enjoying it, and I'll see you legends in the next one.